Namaste. Today we will talk about the common mistakes which we are doing in Surya Namaskar and how to correct them, how to do it effectively in each position of Surya Namaskar. And I will try to explain the mistakes which I have observed at least from few weeks. So come to Namaskar Mudra. So when we are coming to Namaskar Mudra, most of the time we are struggling to keep the wrist to elbow straight. When we say wrist to elbow straight, since it is not coming straight, we are keeping our shoulders stiff. So don't, even if it is not coming straight, that's fine. Even if it is like a V shape, that's fine. But don't keep your shoulders stiff. So you will not get any impact. So you are stressed out, right? So keep whichever is comfortable, keep it there. But make sure root of the thumb is touching the chest, so that it will normalize your mental state, so that you will be able to invoke the god and go for next stages. And then once we invoke the god, we are taking hands up. So when we are taking up, take out the Namaskar Mudra and slowly lift both the hands up, shoulders coming close to the ears. When I say shoulders close to the ears, people are joining the palms at the top. It should be equal to shoulder width. Once we come to this position, when we inhale and bend back, try to bend back only at the upper part. Even if you are bending at the lower part, that's okay, but important point is Vishuddhi Chakra. So since Vishuddhi Chakra is getting activated, make sure you are bending a little at the neck. If you take head and neck a little back, Vishuddhi Chakra gets activated. You don't need to bend too much like this. A little is enough. And then when you are coming down, most of the time, hands are coming first. Don't bring your hands first. So shoulders should be attached to ears, keeping hands along with the head, exhaling, keeping your hands in stretched position, slowly bend. When you are bending, take your hips little back and keep your hands stretched position, so that you will be able to reach the floor. So when you completely exhale, pull your navel deep inside, so that the excess fat at the abdomen will not disturb you to bend a little further. Even if you are not able to touch the fingers, keep your knees straight and shoulders also along with the ears. Only those who can place the palms, bring your forehead towards the knees. Otherwise, try to bring it as close as possible, but don't bend the knees. So most of the time, to touch your fingers on the floor, you are bending the knees. Don't bend your knees. Slowly, you will be able to place it. Now firmly placing both the palms either side of the feet. So most of the time, the mistake is we will keep palms in front of the feet. So keep it either side of the feet, and then take your right leg back maximum. So if you take your right leg as maximum as possible, then only you will be able to bring your left knee to 90 degrees. So keep your left leg inclined position initially, so that you will be able to come to 90 degrees later. So first inclined position, and keep your right leg straight as possible. Now bring your lower back down, chest forward. When you bring your chest forward, automatically your left leg will come to 90 degrees. Initially itself, if you keep 90 degrees, then it will go like this. You will not be able to get the impact at the Swadhisthana Chakra. So try to keep inclined position. To get the inclined position, you need to keep your right leg maximum as far as possible. Then bring your lower back down, chest forward, head back, look up. Don't look down. Try to look up. When you bring your lower back down, then only you will be able to place your left palm on the floor correctly. Otherwise, only fingers will touch. Knee will come to the underarms. you will feel disturbed. You will not be able to place your palms on the floor. So try to bring your lower back as much as possible and bend back. Your entire focus should be on the stretch at the Swadhisthana chakra. When you take left leg back, join both the legs. Now, since your right feet is already there, don't disturb that. Just left feet goes and join there. Most of the time, people will adjust the feet to place heels on the floor. So if you move your feet like this, everybody can be able to place feet on the floor. You will not get any benefit. So keep it at the maximum distance and then try to move your body back and try to place the heels. Even if you are not able to place it, that's fine. Slowly it will come. And head inside, chin at the throat cavity. When you bend your head inside, it should cross your hands. You should be able to see from sides. And chin should be touching the throat. Your entire focus should be at the crown of the head. The blood circulation will move towards the skull. Hair fall will reduce. And then when we come to next pose, the plank position, keep your toe in standing position, elbow straight, entire body should be straight, the incline position. Most of the time, hips will be up, head will be down. So keep it straight. It should be like a triangle. And then place both the knees on the floor, move your hips a little back. While coming down, place chest between two hands. Don't lie down. There should be gap between your chest and also the knees. And then bend your head a little inside. Then place the forehead. If you directly place it, you will press your knee. You will not be able to breathe. So bend your head and then place the forehead at the top corner so that you will be able to breathe properly. Then palms coming close to the chest, elbows looking up. Now your chest should be touching the floor. Then only you will get the benefit. Make sure both knees are together. When we go to next stage, first lift head up and straighten the elbows and try to bring your lower back down first. Don't bend back. First bring your lower back down as much as possible. Then bend back. Keep your elbow straight. Your knees will go apart. Try to bring them closer. They should be together. Even if you're not able to bend maximum, keep your elbow straight. Now, when we go to mount elbows from here, most of the time, we will take support of knees. Don't take support of your knees. Without taking support of your knees, just toes should gently press and then lift yourself up. And then go back and try to place heels on the floor again. Another mistake in the next pose, when we bring your right leg forward, let's say your feet is coming only to 50%. Don't bring your hands here. Keep your palms there and try to push your right leg forward. If you bring your hands back, you will not get the better stretch. Once you place your feet in between both the palms, again, see if you can see, this is inclined position, not a 90 degrees. Only when you pull your lower back down, chest forward, then it will come to 90 degrees. Then bend back. And then exhaling, bring the left leg forward, join both the legs, then straighten the knees, try to place palms just next to the feet, and then bend forward. The next mistake is, first you are lifting your head. Instead of that, you have to bring your hands along with the head. Inhaling, slowly raise the body up. So hands should come along with the ears throughout whenever you are lifting your hands up. then bend back. While coming to Namaskar Mudra, bring hands from front, join both the palms, and then come to Namaskar Mudra.
Thank you.